Good morning, my dear students. We'll just continue with some more activities in this particular video presentation. This particular activity deals with, after looking at the diagram, after drawing a horizontal line through the curve, what we are going to draw for a particular in a particular case, okay, whether the function will be a bijection or not. That's what we are supposed to find out. Just I don't want to waste our time, therefore I have drawn it already over here. Just here I have taken y is equal to mod x. I have drawn the signum function is given by, for every x greater than 0 image is 1, for 0 image is 0, and for every value less than 0 it is minus 1, and this curve is nothing but y is equal to minus x by 2 whole square plus 1. It is a parabola in fact. Okay, just listen carefully. This is y is equal to x cube. Just listen carefully. Y is equal to mod x is, of course, it passes through 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, of course minus 1, 1, minus 2, 2, 2 here anyway. Okay, either way, and it is a V-shaped curve. It will be a straight line towards the right of origin also. It will straight line. You have a sharp end at 0, 0 anyway. Okay, and here I will have a horizontal line up to minus 1. The point 0, minus 1 won't be there in the graph because the image for 0 is 0 is shifted over here. Point 0, 1 won't be there. Every point to the right of the origin will be considered. The horizontal line will be considered here. And this is the parabola with vertex 2, 1. Okay, it is the parabola with vertex 2, 1. Okay, and the graph goes like this. It passes through 2, 1, and of course 1, 0 and 3, 0. Listen carefully. What I will do here is, here anyway y equal to x cube. It is of course the curve. It passes through 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 8. Of course minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 8, etc. Let it be. What I will do is, I will draw a horizontal line y is equal to 1 here. Listen carefully. It intersects the curve at 2 points, namely minus 1, 1 and 1, 1. It means that image for minus 1 is 1 as well as image for 1 is 1. Therefore, I mean to say two elements have the same image. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. It is not 1 to 1. Okay. For example, if I draw, let us say, another line below the origin, let us say, this is, let us say, y is equal to minus 2, for example, let us take. Okay, it doesn't intersect a curve at all. Therefore, the value minus 2 will not have a pre-image. Therefore, it is not both 1 to 1 onto. Therefore, it is not bijective. Let me repeat. If I draw the line y is equal to 1, it intersects a curve at 2 points. Okay, I mean to say image for minus 1 is 1 as well as image for 1 is 1. Therefore, minus 1, both have the same image. It is many to 1, it is not 1 to 1. Again, if I draw y equal to minus 2, doesn't intersect the curve at all. Therefore, the element minus 2 will not have a pre-image. The element minus 2 will not have a pre-image. Okay, therefore, it is not 1 to 1 as well as not on to. It is not a bijection. Every negative number have the same image. Okay, every positive number have the same image. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. It is not at all 1 to 1. And of course, only 1, 0, minus 1 will have pre-images. None of the elements will have pre-image. Therefore, it is not onto also. Therefore, it is not a bijection. Okay, x-axis itself is a horizontal line over here. It intersects the curve to 1, 0 and 3, 0. Therefore, image for 1 is 0, image for 3 is 0. 1 and 3 have the same image. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1. If I draw y equal to 3, doesn't intersect the curve at all. Therefore, the element 3 in the codomain will not have a pre-image. Therefore, it is not onto also. It is not 1 to 1 as well as onto. Therefore, it is anyway not a bijection. If I draw any horizontal line over here, you mean to say it will intersect the curve at only one point. You can keep on drawing various horizontal lines. Okay, it intersects the curve at only one point. It means that every element will have only one image. That's the meaning of 1 to 1 function. Okay, I know I will not have more than one element having the same image in this case. It is 1 to 1, and of course it keeps on moving anyway. Every element in the codomain has a pre-image. Therefore, it is a bijection. This is a bijection. You can think about inverse here as x power 1 by 3. You can think about f inverse as x power 1 by 3. For this particular thing is known as horizontal line test. After drawing the curve meant for the corresponding equation, equation of the curve, let us say, equation of the function, let us say, if it intersects the given curve at more than one point and it doesn't intersect at all, it will not be one to one. If it intersects more than one point, it will not be one to one. If it doesn't intersect at all, I mean to say, it won't be on to also. Okay, if it intersects only one point, it will be one to one, and if every element has a pre-image, it will be on to also. Therefore, just by drawing a horizontal line, we will be able to identify whether a function is one to one or not. Okay, a function is one to one, on to, etc., etc. This particular experiment is known as horizontal line test. Here, these two lines themselves are horizontal lines. Therefore, -1 will have so many elements of the same image, -1. So many, all the positive elements of the same image, 1. Therefore, it is not 1 to 1, it is many to 1. Except 1, 0, -1, no element will have a pre-image. Therefore, here it is not 1 to 1 on to, it is not a bijection. It's not 1 to 1 on to, not a bijection. It's not 1 to 1 on to, not a bijection. It's both 1 to 1 on to. It is a bijection. It has inverse. Inverse is given by x power 1 by 3. Okay. This is the meaning of horizontal line test. The next activity is how to draw the tangent at the point 4, 3 to the curve xy is equal to 12. In fact, this is a hyperbola. It passes through, let us say, 4, 3, 6, 2, 2, 6. I haven't plotted exactly. Okay, I'm just going to explain how you are going to draw the tangent. You can plot your points in your graph sheet and you can check on where you can draw on your own. Just listen carefully. It also passes through -4, -3, -3, -4, -6, -2, and so on. You can just check 4 into 3 is 12, therefore it satisfies. 6 into 2 is 12, it satisfies. 2 into 6 is 12 anyway. -4 into -3 is plus 12. Anyway, -3 into -4 is plus 12, -6 into -2 is plus 12, etc. Therefore, these are the various points. I'll get a hyperbola like this. Just listen carefully. Now, xy is equal to 12. Now, differentiating using product rule, I'll get x dy by dx plus y into 1 is equal to 0. Sorry, it will be 0. Okay, it will be 0. Therefore, dy by dx is automatically minus y by x. Therefore, slope of the tangent at the point 4, 3 will be automatically, substitute y is equal to -3, x equal to 4, it is -3 by 4. Let me just draw the line through O 0, 0 and A 4, -3. I'll tell you why it is so, why I am doing so. Slope of OA is nothing but apply y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, -3 minus 0 by 4 minus 0, -3 by 4. You know very well in two-dimensional geometry, two lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. Now for the tangent definitely at 4, 3 is parallel to OA because the tangent here has a slope -3 by 4 as well as tangent of OA is also -3 by 4. Now for what I will do is, I will keep my set square like this. Okay, you might have done in lower classes anyway. I'll keep on moving it parallel to this. Okay, I'll keep on moving my set square. I'll keep on moving my set square parallel to this till I reach the point, let us say 4, 3, parallel to this, and until I reach the point 4, 3. Then at the point 4, 3, I'll stop. I'll draw the tangent. Now for that is how I draw the tangent at the point 4, 3. It gets matched automatically. Let me repeat. xy is equal to 12 is of course a hyperbola. It passes through 4, 3, 6, 2, 2, 6 and so on. It is drawn only, I have drawn only the rough diagram. I haven't plotted exactly, okay, due to time constraints. And here again I'll get various points here, the negative side also. Let it be. Now differentiating here, I'll get it to be x dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. Okay, using product rule of differentiation, which will end up with dy by dx equal to minus y by x due to, what is it called, geometrical meaning of derivatives. slope of the tangent at 4, 3 becomes minus 3 by 4. Now slope of a line joining OA will be apply y2 minus 1 by x2 minus x1 minus 3 minus 0 by 4 minus 0. Therefore these two slopes are equal. Therefore the tangent here is definitely parallel to OA. Therefore I will be able to draw a line parallel to this line OA, okay, through the point 4, 3. If you name the point, let us say P, let us say. Therefore I will put my set square like this. I will explain once again. Okay, I'll keep on moving it further parallel to this, okay, till I reach the point, let us say 4, 3. At the point I'll stop and I'll draw the tangent. That is how. Similarly, I can draw the tangent this side at minus 4, minus 3 also by moving this side. Okay, moving this side. That is how I continue with the tangent drawn at the point. I can even think about the equation of the tangent automatically. How do you get the equation? Y minus 3 is equal to minus 3 by 4 into x minus 4. And I can simplify that. I'll be able to get the equation of this tangent also. That is how we draw the tangent at the point, given point. Okay, at the given point. Okay, we'll continue in a different video. Thank you, students. Until then, goodbye from R. Shankar Raman. A small correction. The above video presentation, in one of the places, y is equal to minus x minus 2 whole square plus 1 is given as y is equal to minus x by 2 whole square plus 1. Make the correction, please. Thank you. One more small correction. At the time of finding slope of the tangent at the point 4, 3 for xy is equal to 12, we need to substitute y is equal to 3. dy by dx is minus y by x. We need to substitute y is equal to 3 and x equal to 4. Okay, therefore slope becomes minus 3 by 4. By mistake, I said substitute y is equal to minus 3. Make the correction and learn. Thank you.